بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So we had studied Mithaal yesterday, and basically Mithaal is a story of disgusting sounds. There are certain sounds that the Arabs tried to remove from the Arabic language. We said Arabic is such a beautiful language, and they wanted to maintain that beauty by removing any disgusting sounds. So there are actually two main sounds. That is ew, the sound ew. Instead of ew, it just becomes e. And also the sound ui. The sound ui, they don't like it. So that becomes oo. But we also talked about another sound, yo, when you have the mudari' version of it. So some words accept this yo, most words do not. Okay, so some words accept it, most words do not. This is how I want you to understand Mithaal. So there's basically those three sounds that you need to watch out for. Ew, ui, and yo. Okay, those are the sounds that you need to watch out for. And we had done some summary of it. So today, inshallah, we'll talk about, we did some sarf sagheer. Today we'll start with sarf Kabir of the big families. So we are going to do big families first. We'll finish big families, and then we'll go to Mujarrad, the small families, and do the sarf sagheer and the sarf Kabir of small families, inshallah. So we have the first one. By the way, if anybody wants to participate, you can raise your hand so that I know who's willing to do some sarf today. Okay. Okay, Shahira, we have Faizia. Okay. As more people join in, we'll see as we go on. So we'll start with family 4. And just maybe to remind ourselves, we're going to use the word awjada yujidu. So this is the Aslama Yuslimu family. So when you get stuck anywhere, I want you to remember what is the version of Aslama in that, what is that version, so that you can conjugate it. And if there's ui or if there's iu sound, you get rid of it. So that's basically what you need to remember. And then remember also that in the masdar of family 4 and 6, it becomes ijadan, islaman. We don't say iujadan. Remember that ew sound? We don't like it. So just think about that. Okay, so no ew, no ui sounds. But everything else, just normal. All right. So I'm just going to do the sarf sagheer for awjada yujidu, so that at least we remember what it's all about. And I also encourage you to do it on your own, and you follow as I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it a little bit slower so that we can all try and figure it out. So awjada yujidu ijadan fahuwa mujidun. Ujida yujadu ijadan fahuwa mujadun. الأمر منه أوجد. So أسلم أوجد. والنهي عنه لا توجد لا تسلم. So لا توجد. والظرف منه موجد موجد. So that's the sarf kabir we're going to look at today. So we have Shahira who's going to go fast, and then Fauzia, and then Saina. So Shahira, you're going to do the mave ma'loom.
هو أوجد هما أوجدا هم أوجدوا هي أوجدت هما أوجدتا هن أوجدنا أنت أوجدت أنتما أوجدتما أنتم أوجدتم أنت أوجدتِ أنتما أوجدتما أنتن أوجدتن أنا أوجدت نحن أوجدنا.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's basically the sarf kabir of the mave ma'loom. Okay, so you notice, of course, when we come to the hunna onwards, it follows the same pattern. Them ladies, and we're going to see this a lot, it happens. Them ladies start like a riot of some sort, and everybody just joins in the mave, and everybody just follows the same suit. Okay, so that's kind of like just what happens. All right, then we have Fauzia. You can do the madi majhul. So this is going to be the ujida line.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ujida, ujida, ujidu, ujidat, ujidata, ujidna. Ujidta, ujidtuma, ujidtum, ujidti, ujidtuma, ujidtunna, ujidtu, ujidna.
Yeah. So you see, it's pretty smooth. There's nothing, there's no ew sound that happened. There's no, in the mave, basically, it's just normal. We didn't encounter any weirdness. Okay. So now we come to the mudara. Okay. So we come to the mudara, which is yujidu, yuslimu. Okay. We have Saina.
Bismillah. So yujidu will remain yujidu. So mudare after the mudare. Okay. Yujidu, yujidani, yujiduna, yujidat. No, sorry. Tujidu. I went into past tense.
Yes.
Tujidu, tujidani, tujidanna.
So what is the hunna version of yuslimu?
Aslama?
Yes.
Yuslimna.
So now do hunna with
Yujid, yujidna.
Yes. Yes. Don't doubt yourself. It's correct.
Yujidna. Okay. So anta tujidu, tujidani, tuji tuslimna. No, tuslimtum.
Tuslimu.
Tuslimuna. Tujiduna.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I'm getting confused between the past and present tense. Yeah.
I do that sometimes too, so it's fine.
Tujiduna. So anti tujidani.
So what is the Aslama version of anti?
Tuslimina. Oh, tujidani.
Tuslimina.
Tujidina. Tujidina.
Yes.
Tujidina. Tujidani. Tujidna. Tujiduna. Sorry. Tujiduna.
Antunna.
No, sorry. Tujidna. Astaghfirullah Rabbi. Tujidna. Ana ujidu. Nahnu nujidu.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. The struggles, they
I
help.
don't know, but thanks for saying.
No, but you see, if you go back to the Aslama, you kind of figure it out. And that's the whole point of sarf. So that helps. Yeah, that's good. All right. Back to Shahira.
Huwa ujadu, ma ujadani, hum ujaduna, hiya tujadu, huma tujadani, hunna yujadna, anta tujaduna, anta tujadu, antuma tujadani, antum tujaduna, anti tujadina, antuma tujadani, antunna tujadna, ana ujadu, nahnu nujadu.
Beautiful. Nicely done. Yeah, okay. So we have Fauzia for the Amar.
I'm stuck.
So Aslim.
Aslim. So tujid. Tujida.
Wait. Let's go back. So what is the mutari'a version?
Aslama yuslimu. Ujada yujidu. Yujid.
You. So it's going to be
Yujid. Egypt.
Yujidu. That's the mutari' version, right? We're going to make a command out of this. What do we do?
Remove the U. Oh, that's got
the vowel sukoon. So let's do it the other way. Make it
Let's-
lightest. So yujid.
So I have
Oh, sorry.
sukoon in the beginning. Can I
Okay.
read it?
Right. No, so we'll need a helper alif. So it will be yujid, and then we can't do you. So we'll do ejid.
Okay, so with this one,
What is this?
so okay, with Aslama version, what is the command for Aslama?
Aslam.
Yeah. So with Aslama version, this is the only one that we don't do kasra. We actually do fatha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awjid.
Yes. And aw doesn't have a problem. Ew is the one with the problem. Right?
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Awjid. Awjida. Awjidu. Awjidi. Awjida. Awjidna.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you just have to remember this thing, this small thing about Aslama. It doesn't take a kasra. It takes a fatha in the Amar. Okay. Then we have, I don't know if, I think Sima dropped. I don't know if she's still there. Okay, fine. Then we can do the asma. Yo, Saima, do the asma.
Sorry.
Saima is going to do the asma.
Oh, okay. So ismu file will be mujidun. Ismu maf'ul will be mujadun. Zarf will be mujadun. Masdar will be ijadan.
Yes. So you see, the masdar only is the one that is changing. It was supposed to be ijadan, but we don't like ew. So ijadan. All right, great. So we are back to you, Shahira. Now we're going to go to the next family. This is family 10. It behaves exactly the same as Aslama family. So whatever we just did with Aslama, we're going to do it with Istaghfara, which is family 10. So I want you to think now Istaghfara. When you get stuck, think what is the version of it in Istaghfara. Okay? So Shahira, go on. So maybe just before you go on. So this is Mithaal ya'i. So you can see it begins with a ya. So this is Mithaal ya'i. So the only change that's going to happen is going to be in the majhul line. You will see. So whoever's going to do the majhul line, this is the only place that maybe we're going to have some changes. Yeah.
Okay. Huwa istayqana, huma istayqana, hum istayqanu, hiya istayqanat, huma istayqanata, kunna istayqana, qanna,
Yes.
anta istayqanta,
Mm-hmm.
antuma istayqantuma, antum istayqantum, anti istayqanti, antuma istayqantuma, antunna istayqantunna, ana istayqantu, nahnu istayqanna.
Okay, great. Although there's some feedback from your end, there's somebody speaking in the background, so I don't know if you can get to a quiet place, that'll be good. But
Okay,
that's,
sure.
yeah, okay. That was beautifully done. Amazing. All right, Fauzia, you get the irregular one. So let's see.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's Saina. So in Majhul is going to be Istuitana, but Tui is wrong.
Yes.
So it will be Tuqina. Tuqina. Tuqina, Huma Istuqina, Hum Istuqinu, Hiya Istuqinat, Huma Istuqinata, Hunna Istuqinna, Anta Istuqinta, Antuma Istuqintuma, Antum Istuqintum, Anti istuqinti, antuma istuqintuma, antunna istuqintunna, ana istuqintu, nahnu istuqinna.
Yes. Tuqinna. Beautiful. See, it's irregular, but it's not really irregular. Like it wants to behave like pretty normal. Okay. So I went so far. Okay. So that's that. Then we have Saima. You can do the mudari' ma'loom.
So istaykana will be yastaykana.
يستيقي يستغفر يستيقن
Yastaykanu.
يستغفر
Yastaykinu.
yes
So yastaykinu.
mm-hmm.
Yastaykinani.
Mm-hmm.
Yastaykinuna. Tastaykinu.
Mm-hmm.
Tastaykinani. Yastaykanna.
يستغفر
Kinna.
yes
Okay. Tastaykinu.
uh-huh.
Tastaykinani.
Mm-hmm.
Tastaykinuna.
Mm-hmm.
Then tastaykinina.
yes
Tastaykinuna. I'm so sorry. Tastaykinani.
uh-huh.
Then Antunna will be Tastaykinuna.
أنتن
Antunna.
it kind of ends like the hunna version.
So Tastaykinuna. No?
So that would be antum.
What mistake I'm doing? Thus, it will be thus because it's Antunna. So thus, tai, and ki because mudare.
Mm-hmm. So what is
Thus tai ki kuna?
what is the istaghfara version? What is the yastaghfiru version of antunna?
Istaghfiru. Yastaghfiru. Tastaghfiruna? Allahu Akbar. I'm so confused now.
Antunna tastaghfir.
I have to write. Tastaghfiruna.
That is antum. Antum tastaghfiruna. Anti tastaghfirina. Antuma tastaghfirani. Antunna tastaghfir.
Irina?
تستغفرنا أنتن تستغفرنا
Tastaghfirna.
Did you get that? So look, so hunna yastaghfirna. Hunna begins with ya, but ends the same. Hunna yastaghfirna. Antunna starts with ta, ends the same way. Tastaghfirna. You know? We need to make istighfar for that. For forgetting istighfar.
I will do that.
Okay.
Ana astaykinu nastaykinu.
Beautiful. Yeah, that was a bit of struggle. So when you get stuck, I normally like to think about hunna. Hunna starts with ya, and tunna starts with ta, but it ends the same way. It's both women. No? Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. But great struggle. All right, Najish, you can go next. Mudari' majhul.
So it's yustuqina, yustuqanu.
Yustuqanu, yes.
Yustaykanu.
Yes, yustayqanu. Yustaghfaru, yustayqanu, yeah.
Huwa yustaykanu.
Mhm.
Huma yustaykanani. Hum yustaykinuna. Yustaykanuna. Yustaykanuna. Hiya tastaykinu. Tastaykanu. Kanu.
Yes.
Huma tastaykanani. Hunna yastaykanna. Anta tastaykanu. Antuma tastaykanani. Antum tastaykanuna. Anti tastaykanina. Antuma tastaykanani. Antunna tastaykanna. Ana astaykanu. Nahnu nastaykanu.
Beautiful. Nicely done. I know that one is a tough one because, you know, you have to think you are. Remember, the majhul mudari is you are. The madi majhul is ui. Ui, and then you have ua. So that's, yeah, but that's good. And then we're back to you, Shahira. You can do the Amar. So remember, istaghfir.
الأمر منه استيقن
Mhm.
ونهي sorry. استيقن استيقنا استيقنوا استيقني استيقنا
So istayqin.
استيقنا
Yes.
and استيقنا.
Yes. Istayqinna. Yep. And then we have Fauzia. You can do the asma. Ism fa'il.
مستيقن
Yes.
مستيقن مستيقن
Uh-huh.
مستيقن استغفار استيقن استيقنا
Istigh.
استغفار
Yes.
استغفر okay wait استغفر استغفار استيقنا
So you're saying istay,
Is-
but it's
istay.
isti.
استغفر استغفار yes
Ah.
استيقنا
Yes. So remember, it was wow. It was it was going to be istiqanan, but then you just smooth it out. It becomes istiqanan. Istiqanan. Yeah. Yeah. So remember, istaghfara is the master is istiqanan or ista. Istaghfara, that is the madi. So just something to remember that. Right, great. I think we're doing really, really good. Alhamdulillah. I know it's a little bit new, but again, it's not really new because you've done it before and you're trying to figure it out. So that's great. So we've done the two families that are similar, family 4 and family 10. They behave the same way. We've done both Mithaal Wawi in family 4, and we've done Mithaal Ya'i, sorry, in family 10. Now we're going to go to family 8, which remember it gets a shadda. It behaves kind of like mahmuz in family 8. It gets a shadda. So that's just something to remember also. Okay. So we had done who was Fauzia, you had just done, right? So I think it's Saima, then Najish.
اتحدا اتحدا اتحدوا اتحدت اتحدتا اتحدنا
Mhm.
اتحدت اتحدت
Anta.
أنت will be اتحدت
Yes.
اتحدت
Mhm.
اتحدتما اتحدتم
Mhm.
اتحدتي اتحدتما اتحدتن
Mhm.
اتحدت اتحدنا.
Beautiful. Yeah. So basically, this entire family is going to have a shadda. That's all you need to know. So it's easy. Then we have Najish. You're going to do Madi Majhud.
هو اتهد هما اتهدا هم اتهدوا هي اتهدت هما اتهدتا هن اتحدن أنت اتحدت أنتما اتهدتما أنتم اتحدتم أنت اتحدت أنتما اتحدتما أنتن اتحدتن أنا اتحدت نحن اتحدنا.
Yes.
There are
That's
so many tasks.
Yeah. So many shaddas and tas. Tu. That's like spitting at somebody. Anyway, yeah, but that's good. Yeah, that was a very good attempt, mashallah. We back to you, Shahira. So you're gonna do the mudari' ma'lum.
مضارع معلوم اتحد يتحد هو يتحد هما يتحدان هم يتحدون هي تتحد هما تتحدان هن يتحدن أنت تتحد
That,
تتحد
mhm.
أنتما تتهدان أنتم تتهدون أنت تتهدين أنتما تتهدان أنتن تتهدن أنا أتهد
أنا
نحن أتهد
أنا. So is it an Amar? Why making it sukun at the end?
sorry. أنا أتهد
Ah.
نحن نتهد.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. So maybe a tip for you is, I've noticed you normally say the mudari with a fatha at the end. What you need to remember is the madi is always going to be mabni on a fatha. Like it's always going to end on a, the madi. So nasara, fataha, daraba, aslama, iqtaraba, istaghfara. You see at the end it's always going to be a fatha. That's the madi. But the mudari is always going to end with a dhamma. يذهبوا, ينصروا, يقتربوا. So you see that? So ماضي, فتحة for the ماضي, ضمة for the مضارع. Alright?
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
And then we have Fauzia. You can do مضارع مجهول. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay.
يتهدوا. So it would be يتهدوا
You're looking for,
يتهداني.
what sound are we looking for in مضارع مجهول?
It's a shadda.
Yes.
يتهدوا.
But with sounds. Ooh, what? Ooh, ah. So it's going to be
يتهدوا.
ooh, ah. Ooh, ah.
Da. No. Wait a minute. It's اقترب يقترب. اقترب يقترب.
You. اقترب يقترب.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
يتهدوا.
Yes.
يتهدوا. يتهداني. يتهدون. تتهدوا. تتهداني. تتهدن.
Ta.
تتهدنا.
Uh-huh.
تتهدوا.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yes.
تتهدوا. تتهداني. تتهدون.
Mm-hmm.
تتهدين. تتهداني. تتهدنا.
Mm-hmm.
تتهدنا.
Yes.
Oh my God. اتهدوا.
Ooh, ooh.
اتهدوا.
Uh-huh.
نتهدوا.
Yes. Nice. Once you figured it out, you were good. It was really, yeah. So that's basically the whole ooh-ah. You have to remember, ماضي مجهول is ooh-i, مضارع مجهول, ooh-ah. And then you figure it out. So that was amazing. Nice. Okay. And then we have Najish. No, we have Saima, sorry, and then Najish. So Saima, you can do the Amar.
So it's yattahidu. So it will become ittahid. Ittahid, ittahida, ittahidu, ittahidi, ittahida, ittahidna.
Beautiful. Nice. Then lastly, we have Najish.
اسم فاعل متحد متحد and متحد اتحادا.
Yes. Beautiful. So that's basically it. Any questions there so far? So basically we've done the sarf sagheer of big families and the sarf kabir of the big families. So you see there's not really so much irregularity happening. Or if it is, it's very small and you can easily catch it. Any questions there so far before we go into small families? Okay, great. So we'll start with the small families. Now the small families is the same rules that we covered. The only thing that maybe we will add is the fact that it has two masters. So one is always going to be in this form, عِلَةً. So for example, if we say وَعَدَ يَعِدُ, one of the masters is going to be عِدَةً. So remember our fa'ala pattern. We said fa is the first letter, ain is the middle letter, and lam is the last letter. So when we say ilatan, basically we're getting rid of the fa. And we're only focusing on the ain and the lam letter. So if our jidr is wa, a, da, then we're not talking about wow. So we're just saying it's going to have ain, dal, and ta marbuta. So it's going to be aida, 10. That's basically what we are saying. So one of the masters is going to be in this pattern, aida, 10. And then the other one you'll probably find in the dictionaries, because you know family ones, they have so many masters. So the other master, whatever the Arabs used, that's going to be the master. But this pattern is always going to be there in family one only. Okay, so you have ilatan and whatever other masters you have. So for example, I've given you wa'ada, ya'idu, idatan. That's going to be your master. Okay, فهو so again, you look at the isim fa'il. So we're going to match fa'il. And then of course, maf'ul is going to match isim maf'ul. And then the other thing that we need to watch out for is that the waw turns into a ya in isim ala. So if you have Mithaal wawi, where you have the waw in the beginning, in the isim ala, instead of it being maw'adun, it's going to be mi'adun. Instead of it being, mi'adun. Again, miu. You hear that sound, ew? We don't want ew. So instead of ew sound, we're going to make it mi'adun. Instead of mi'uthaqun, it's going to be mithaqun. So that's just what happens. Again, it's the same two disgusting sounds that they don't like, ew and ui. So it's just watching out for those sounds. That's about it. This is what Mithaal is all about. Those sounds. Once you figure that out, then it's good. Now, there's something we need to understand. So when we talked about Mithaal yesterday, we said that, you know, there's certain families that have exceptions. That, you know, we talked about yaw, when you have yaw, and we don't like this yaw, so we get rid of the wa, it becomes ya. So yajidu, for example, yajidu, it was supposed to be yawjadu, wajada, yawjadu, but then we don't like yawjadu, so it became wajada, yajidu, simple, wajada, yajidu. But like I mentioned, and like I showed you in the summary here, there are certain families, like sami'a, it doesn't really mind waji'a, yawja, doesn't really mind yawja. So you find there's certain exceptions in the sami'a family, certain exceptions in the fatha family, and karuma, I have not come across karuma that doesn't follow this pattern. Like it's always karuma yakrumu. It's always going to be wasu'a yaw su'u. It's always going to be yaw with karuma family. I have not seen karuma getting rid of the waw basically. So karuma always has the waw. Sami'a 99% has the waw. 99%. Then you have one or two words, maybe here and there, that get rid of the waw. So that's important to know. Okay. And then the other thing we need to know about Mujarrad, the small families, is that when it comes to Mithaal ya'i, that means ya in the beginning, it's pretty much normal. The only change happens in one place, and we will look at that. But other than that, it's pretty normal. So ya'isa, yai'asu. We say that. Ya'isa, yai'asu. Yamana, yaymunu. Yafa'a, yayfa'u. Yatama, yaytimu. Yasira, yaysaru. Yasura, yaysuru. So the waw does not really go away. Oh, the ya in this case doesn't really go away. And it's pretty normal. You just pronounce it throughout the entire sarf Kabir. Nothing really happens here. And also you can see in family 2, same thing, it's normal. Family 3 is normal. Here in family 4, the only thing, and I think we looked at this, we looked at istayqana. The only thing that changed was instead of in the passive, ustuyqina, we said ustuqina, we smoothed it out. Instead of ustuy, uy, we don't want the uy sound, ustuy, no. So we smoothed it out and made it ustuqina. So that's the only change that happens in Mithaal ya'i, in the passive line. That's about it. So Mithaal is pretty straightforward, pretty easy, as you can see. So let's look at the sarf Kabir of the Mujarrad. Oh, first of all, let's do the sarf sagheer here. Let's do the sarf sagheer. So again, let me see. I don't know who the last person to participate was. Who was the last person to speak? Okay, I think I've forgotten, but we'll start again. We'll just start with Shahira, and then we'll go from there because I've forgotten who did it. So Shahira, you can do waw, dad, and ain in the fatah family, and then you can just do the sarf there.
Okay. Fatah would be wada'a, yawda'u.
But we don't want yaw, remember?
Okay. I repeat. Yada'u,
Mm-hmm.
wada'a, yada'u. Master would be wudu'an.
So you can use wada'an, that's the other masdar.
Oh.
But also we said, remember we said the masdar of this family has ilatan, follows the ilatan pattern. So this would be our ain letter, and this is our lam letter. Then of course you add the ta marbuta. So it would be, so I want you to put dad and ain in ilatan form. What will it be?
Mida'atun. Mida'atun.
ضيعة عيلة.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the ism ala.
For the masdar.
For the master.
Yeah.
Dot, ain, and ta. It will
Yes.
be di'atan. Okay.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the second masdar for these families. You get rid of the waw, and then you use just the ilatan container, and then you put the jidr into the ilatan container, and you get the masdar. Okay. All right.
So one of the master is wada'an and another one would be di'atan.
Yes, that's exactly it.
All right. Okay.
You can start from the beginning so that we get it right.
Okay. Wada'a yadi'u. Wada'a yada'u. Wada'an and di'atan. Fa'il would be wadi'un. Wudi'a yuda'u.
يوضع
Maf'ul would be mawdu'un. Al-amru minhu di'.
So وضع يضع يضع. It's فتح يفتح. What will be the amr?
Da'.
Yes, ضع.
Al-amru minhu da' wa nahyu anhu la da'. Wa zarfu minhu mawda'un, mawdi'un, wa mawda'atun.
Yeah, you've heard about موضع. No? No, okay, maybe not, but okay, fine. I'm confusing it with another one, sorry. Yeah, but that's basically it. And so the ala, what would be the ala?
So the ala would be like miftahun, and he would be mida'atun.
Yes. Yeah, me that we don't say mew, remember, because we don't like ew. So it would be mida'un or mida'atun or mida'an, mida'un. So there are three kinds of ala, but if you can just memorize one, that's fine. You don't have to like remember all of them. But it's good to just know. All right, that's great. Fauzia, you can do wa'ada. It's daraba family, so it's going to be wa'ada. What do you think?
Wa'ada yadribu. So yo is not right. Ya idu.
Yes, perfect. I love it. Wa'ada ya'idu.
Ada ya idu. وعد يعد وعدا
Uh-huh. And the second masdar would be?
إيدة
Mm-hmm.
إيدة, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then ضرب يده ضرب. So
What is the isim fa'il?
ذو إذا.
Before you go to...
Oh, did I miss some silence? My fault.
Yes.
Okay. So ضرب يده ده مضربة.
So it rhymes with...
يضرب.
Yeah.
I know
ضارب.
file.
Mm.
Island. It's Idun.
Yes.
Why is it so hard? It's not hard. It's not hard.
It's not. Yes. Don't
Bu'ida.
tell yourself that. Yes. Wa'ida.
Adu.
Uh-huh.
Bu'ida. Is it Bu'ida?
Yes, it's wa'ida. Yes.
Bu'ida yu'adu.
Mm-hmm.
Wa'dan.
Mm-hmm.
وإيدة.
Mm-hmm.
فهو موئد.
So مفعول.
مفعول.
Mm.
Mo is okay.
Yes.
مفعول. موئد.
مفعول.
مفعول.
Uh-huh.
مفعول.
Yes.
موعود.
Yes. موعود. Yes.
موعود. الأمر منه إد.
Uh-huh. عيب.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get it. إد.
Yes, عيب is correct.
الأمر منه إد والنهي عنه لا تدد.
Mm-hmm.
والظرف منه موئد موعد وموئدة.
وموعدة. Yes.
And Ana is mi'adun.
Yes. But
There was another one. Mi'adun wa mi'adatun.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it right?
right. ميعاد وميعادة.
Mi'adun wa mi'adatun.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So there's ميعاد, ميعاد, and ميعادة. Yeah, but that's right. You got it. Okay. And then we have Saina. You get to do wajada.
وجد
Mhm.
يجد جيدة
Mhm.
واجد
Mhm.
وجد
Mhm.
يوجد
Mhm.
موجود
Yes.
والأمر منه جد
Uh-huh.
والنهي منه لا تجد والظرف منه موجد وموجد وموجدة
Uh-huh.
على will be ميجاد وميجدة.
Yes.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
That was really good. So happy. All right. And then we have Najish. Najish, you get waqada. The same family.
وقد يقد كيدة
Mm-hmm.
فهو واقد
Uh-huh.
وقد يوقد كيدة فهو موقود
Mm-hmm.
الأمر منه قد والنهي عنه لا تقد والظرف منه موقد وموقد وموقدة والآلة منه ميقد ميقاد وميقدة.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And then maybe just another thing I need to point out, you notice, look, there's a lot of daraba family. Lots of daraba family. So Mithaal, most of the words in Mithaal are actually daraba family. So that's something, if you need to guess at some point, like if you're stuck, you don't know, is it fataha, is it karuma, is it sami'a? If you go with daraba family, most likely it's going to be true. So that's just something It might not be accurate 100%, but most of the families in Mithaal are daraba. So if you just know Mithaal daraba version, you might be knowing like 80% of Mithaal. That's really good. Yeah. All right, let's go back to Shahira. You get wasala.
وصل يوصل يصل
Yes.
وصل يصل وصلا and صلاة صلاة
عيلة.
oh صلة
Yes.
فعل واصل
Mm-hmm.
وصل
Mm-hmm.
يوصل موصول
Mm-hmm.
إدري سل
Yes.
لا تصل
Mm-hmm.
ظرف منه موصل موصل
Mm-hmm.
موصلة
Yes.
اسم
Beautiful.
على ميصالة مضرب
Yes.
ميصالة
Yes. You can do misalatun. Yeah.
ميصالة
Yeah. All right. Nice. Good. Then we have Fauzia. You get wa'adha. Again, still daraba family. So should be easy.
وأذى جائز وأذن وإذا
Yes.
فهو فائز
Mhm.
وإذا يؤذ وأذن وإذا فهو موعود
Yes.
والأمر منه is والنهي عنه لا is وضرب منه موعظة موعظة موعظة
So موعظ موعظ موعظة. Okay. All right. So that was really good. Wow. Okay. Nice. And then ala. You didn't say ala. So this is the tricky one.
مي أجر
Yes. ميعاد.
ميازة
Yeah. Right. Good. And then we have Saima. You get Sami'a.
your voice broke up.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. So you get Sami'a, but this one I put a star on it because
that means-
this one, yeah, this one, it doesn't accept the wow. Like it get rid
Oh,
of
it
the
doesn't
wow.
accept that.
Yeah.
Wahida yahidu.
Mm-hmm. The wahida, so Sami'a, yasma'u.
Oh, okay. Wahida yahadu
Mm-hmm.
idatan.
Hidatan.
Sorry, hidatan.
Yes.
Hidatan. Then wuhida yuhadu mawhudun had la tahad mawhadun mawhidun mawhadatun. Then mihadatun.
Yeah. That's good enough.
Ala is 2, right? Na?
They're actually 3.
There are 3. Oh,
Yes.
when with the tamarbuta.
Yeah. One has a tamarbuta, 2 don't have.
So it will be mihadatun.
Yes. Yeah. That's good. Wow, that was good. All right. Then we have Najish. You get Sami'a family, but it's Mithal Ya'i, and this one doesn't, basically it doesn't accept any changes. Like it's just normal sarf. So let's see if you can figure. I think you can. You can do this.
So Jasira,
Uh-huh.
Yaisaru,
Mm-hmm.
Siratan?
Yeah, I don't know if it works for ya'i as well, but let's just go with that. I'm not so sure. Or maybe you can say yusran for now.
Yusran. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but I will
Yusran.
confirm. Yeah.
Yasira yaisaru yusran fahuwa yasirun. Yusira yusaru
Mhm.
yusran fahuwa maisirun. Al amru minhu isar wa nahi anhu la taisar wa zarfu minhu maisarun wa maisarun wa maisirun wa maisaratun. Wal ala minhu misarun wa misarun wa misaratun.
Beautiful. So you see, nothing changed there really. It was the same thing. So that's the thing. And then we have
Maf'ul of this one?
maf'ul,
Yeah.
maysurun.
Mysore. Okay.
Yes, maysurun. It just matches with maf'ulun. What did we say? Don't know what we said, but yeah, it should be maysurun.
I don't.
Okay. And then we have Ya'isa. So this is Shahira, you get to do Ya'isa. It could either be Sami'a or Hasiba family, but whichever one you do, the Ya doesn't go away. So the Ya stays. It's pretty normal conjugation. So let's try.
Sami'a will be ya Isa,
Mhm.
ya Asu.
Ya'i. The Ya
Oh.
doesn't go away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ya Isa, ya Asu, ya Isun,
Mhm.
you Isa, you Asu,
Mm.
okay. My Usun,
Yes.
Al-Amru minhu. I'm not sure.
So Sami'a, what is the command for Sami'a?
Isma,
Yes.
I, us.
Yes. E-us.
Oh,
That's it.
so us. Oh, okay.
E-us.
Us. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the oh, okay. Al-Amru minhu us.
Mhm.
Wanahinu la Isma. Al-Amru minhu Isma wanahinu la tasma. Tay us.
Yes.
Wazarhu minhu my sun, my isun, wa my asatun.
Yes.
Ism Allah would be min misma'atun, mi asatun.
Yes. Mi'asun, mi'asatun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Awesome. See, with the ya, I mean, I know it can be very difficult because this one has a hamza in the middle. So it's both Mithaal ya'i and it's also mahmuz al-ain. So it's like two irregularities have come together. But it's not really difficult. If you think about daraba or you think about sami'a, you can actually be able to conjugate it. That was really good. I'm really happy and proud of you guys. I don't want to
have a
get into.
question.
Yes, please.
We don't have any misal ya'i in Daraba family? Or is it just a coincidence?
Do we have? Let me check if I found any. Yes, we do. Yatima. So with Mithaal ya'i, you have all the families. All the families are there. So Hasiba, we took Ya'isa, Ya'isu. You can either say Ya'isa, Ya'isu, or Ya'isa, Ya'iasu. Either Sami'a or Hasiba, both are correct. So sometimes you can have this, you can have a word that has like two different families. Both can apply, and they mean the same thing, actually. So it depends if it's, there are different dialects in Arabic. So you have the Hijazi dialect, you have the Tamimi dialect, you have different dialects. So in one dialect, they could be using hasiba. In another dialect, they could be using sami'a. So that's just what that means. Okay. And then of course, Nasara, we have Yamana, Yaymunu. Yamana, yaymunu. Nasara, yansuru. And fataha, you have yafa'a, yayfa'u. These are not the only words, by the way. These are just the ones that I found in the dictionary. I thought to include them to just show you that with ya'i, it's pretty normal. Daraba, also you have yatama, yaytimu, and then yasira, yaysaru, if it's sami'a family, and then karuma, yasura, yaysuru. Again, you see with yasira, it can be yasira, it can be yasura, depending on which dialect you're referring to. Same thing we talked about wasi'a. So you can be wasi'a, sami'a, wasi'a, yasa'u, not yawsa'u. Wasi'a, yasa'u, if it's sami'a. But if it's karuma, it will be wasu'a, yawsu'u. So you see, it just depends with the dialect and which one is being used. But otherwise, with ya'i, it's pretty normal and it exists for all the 6 different families.
So in Misal Yai, the Ya is not dropped in Mudare as it Wow drops in the Mudare in Misal Wawi.
Exactly. So you see the irregularity is only in the wawi.
Wow, Ya remains usually normal.
Yeah, pretty much. Except in the passive, where we don't say yui, we just say you. Remember that ui sound we don't want. So in the passive, we don't say yui asu, ui, or something like that. We just say you asu, smooth it out. We don't say yui manu, we say you manu, right? So that's the only change. It's just one part. That one part in the mudara that it changes in Mithaal ya'i, but everything else stays normal. So that's why we just sort of like categorize it as pretty much normal.
Only in Aslama family.
In all the families. In all the families, in the
Yes, sir.
passive, yeah, that's the only change that happens in ya'i. Any other question? What's the master of ya'isa? Ya'isa, ya'asu. I don't know if it's ya'san or we can check it out. I'm not so sure about that. That's something I'm gonna have to confirm. I think it was even there in the book. Let me just check. I don't know if anybody else has another question that we can look at. Is this Mithaal? Oh yeah, here it is. Ya'san, yeah. So ya'isa, ya'asu, ya'san, fahuwa ya'isun. So you see here, instead of the yu'asu, we said yu'asu. So if you see that, we smoothed it out. So this is the only part where the Mithaal ya'i gets a change, but everything else remains the same. So you see the Amar, i'as, la tay'as. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Can we do the Amr of all the wawis? Okay, let's try and see and do that because I don't want to really go into Kabir right now. I don't want to start that yet. So that's something we can start next time, inshallah. So let's do the Amr. Okay. So big families or small families or all of them? Would you like us to do all the 14 different families or just the small families?
If possible, all, otherwise just the small ones.
Okay, we can start with the small ones and then we'll go to the big ones because the big ones are pretty easy because you can just think of the Amr of the different family and it will just give you, like if you think Aslim, so you just put the jither there. So we'll do the small families first. Actually, I'm going to use this table right here because this one is more comprehensive and it has different families and different irregularities, both wawi and ya'i. So the thing is, when we talked about the Amr, we said you get rid of the waw. When you get rid of the waw, wa'ada ya'idu. So this is daraba yadribu, wa'ada ya'idu. When you get rid of the ya, you're left with ada. So wa'ada ya'idu. Let me write it. Ya'idu. You get rid of the ya, you have idu. You make it sukun, you have id. So anything in daraba family is going to follow this pattern, id. Even hasiba is going to be rith. Waritha yarithu is going to be rith. Wasi'a yasi'u. Wasi'a yasa'u. Sorry, this is Sami'a family. Wasi'a yasa'u is going to be sa'. So you're just going to get rid of the first ya and make it majzoom. That's just how easy making the Amr is. So وضع يضع, get rid of the ya, is going to be ضع. Or وجع يجع, get rid of the ya, جع. وبه يبه, get rid. So okay, so this one, by the way, I forgot. So this is وجع يوجع. So in this case, it's going to be يوجع. If you get rid of the ya, it's going to be uja. We can't really say it. So we bring a helper alif, put a kasra on it. It's going to be iuja. So you see with these normal ones, it's going to be slightly different. It's going to be iuja. Same thing with wabaha yawbahu. If you get rid of the ya, it's going to be iubah. Iubah. Wabaha
But aren't we
yawbahu.
hearing the EU sound here?
Yeah, can we
Oh
note
yeah,
that it's
sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is going to be ija. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I forgot. This is going to be ija. We're going to smooth it out. It's not going to be ew. They don't like that sound. It's forbidden. So it's going to be ija. It's going to be iba. I'm teaching you not to say disgusting sounds that I'm making them. Sorry about that. Yeah. So it's going to be ija. It's going to be iba. And then karuma yakrumu. It's going to be wasu'a yawsu'u. So yawsu'u. Yawsu'u. If you get rid of the ya, you can't really pronounce that. So it's going to be something like that. You bring the oo sound, but oo doesn't have a problem. So it's going to be usu'. So that doesn't have really, you don't have to smooth out anything. So that's going to be fine. So again, you just have to think about the process of making mudari. So that's going to be usu'. And then you come
The
to
Karama family, you said yaw.
su'u. Yes.
So the yaw is okay?
Yeah. Yaw is okay for some families. Remember we said there are only two main disgusting sounds, ew and ui. These are the main ones. No matter where it happens, they don't like it. But yaw, there's some words that actually accept. For example, you can't say wa'ada yaw'adu. They don't like it. You can't say yaw'adu. You say wa'ada. So this is daraba. Wa'ada yaw'idu. So it's going to be wa'ada ya'idu. They get rid of the yaw. But in some families where there's no irregularity, they actually accept it. They say waji'a yawja'a, wabaha yawbahu. It rarely happens. It's not the majority. Majority, they get rid of the yaw. But it can also happen. I don't want you to imagine it as a sound that gets eliminated completely. I want you to imagine it as like an 80-20 rule. Like 80% of the words, they get rid of the yaw. But then like there's some 20% that they don't mind the yaw. So that's how I want you to think about it. Because all these words, waji'a, wabaha, and wasu'a, they don't mind the yaw. Okay, is that clear? I know I don't want to confuse you, but I hope I made that a little bit clear.
It's good, alhamdulillah, it's fine. Alhamdulillah.
Oh, okay, great. Alhamdulillah. All right. So yeah, so that's basically it. So ya'isa, ya'iasu, you make that, the command is going to be i'as. Al-amru minhu. So hasiba yahsibu, ihsib. Oh, this is hasiba. If we do the sami'a, it's going to be es. But if we do the hasiba, it's going to be what is it going to be? Ya'isu. I need to write that down a bit. So this is going to be ya'isu. Get rid of the ya. Oh, it's going to be just ya'isu. Let's see. Is. That's going to be like, it's a weird one, but that's what it is. Is. But I know the more common one is es. I've seen that quite a bit. Es. The Sami'a Yasma'u family. And then Yamana Yaimunu. So Umun, Uimun. No, we don't like Ui. So we're not going to do Ui. It's going to be Umun. Right? Instead of that. Then Yafa'a, Yaifa'u. So that's going to be Ifa, because we don't like. But this the Mithaal ya'i is pretty normal. So isma is going to be ifa. Idrib is going to be itim. Yasira, this is sami'a yasma'u, so this is going to be isar. Karuma yakrumu is going to be ukrum, so usur. Usur. So this is the only one that would have to undergo a change because we don't like uisur. We don't like, so usur. So that's small families. Then of course, wahada, this is pretty normal. So allim, wahid, wa'id is also pretty normal. So jahid is going to be wa'id. Awjada, so this one we said is going to be aslim. So awjid. Tawajjaba is also normal. So ta'allam, tawajjab, tawajad, this is also normal. Tasa'al, pretty normal. Ittajaha, we did this. Iqtaraba, iqtaribu, iqtarib, ittajih. And of course, istawqada, yastawqidu, istaghfir, so istawqid. It's pretty easy to figure out. So the only complication comes in family one, because you have wawi, that is quite a lot. You have ya'i, it's also a lot. And then you have an overlap somewhere between some families there. So it's a bit of a challenge. Only family one is the challenge. Big families, I think it's pretty straightforward. So family one is pretty, it's a lot, but I don't think it's, I feel like we've gotten it. Like you just have to watch out for those two sounds and you're pretty much good. Any other questions before we can end?
These examples are from the Quran?
Actually, no. Some of them are from the Quran, but for just education purposes, I just decided to add some more. Some of them you'll find in the Quran, not all of them, because there are certain families that are not used in the Quran. But I just wanted to, so that you don't get surprised. I'm noticing the more I'm learning Arabic, like there's so much I'm discovering that I feel like it's important for us to just know. So that we don't like say, oh, Ustad said this and that's it. You know, there's actually more out there. It's important to actually know what else is there. Yeah. But you can find like wa'ada, this is a pretty common word in the Quran. Waritha is also common. Wasi'a is common in the Quran. Wada'a is also found in the Quran. So these ones you can find them in the Quran. Yeah. Any other questions? Right. I think I'm gonna end the recording there, and if there's anything we can discuss. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.